Audio Jungle.
It is a strong battle between the Democrats and Republicans. Talking about the election in the United States of America, presidential race between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Let's see who wins this election. Okay, it's another edition of Bystander Southeasterns on Flip TV with Michael Adekunle. Quickly to what we have here, The Punch and The Nation newspaper. What are they saying concerning the stories we have on their front pages? Trump, Biden in tight race. Trump, Biden in tight race. Results from Ohio, Florida, North Carolina, Texas, others to determine winner. Wow. On to the next one. While Lekito Gate camera stopped working, FEMS boss before panel. That's what FEMS boss before panel is saying here. Nigeria's debt to eat 38.68 trillion naira next year, says minister. Equities from 16 trillion naira mark with 133 billion naira gain. Okay, quickly to another story here, which is on SARS. How SARS operatives broke my spine, trader tells panel. The Punch newspaper with diverse stories. The major headline, it reads: Federal government clamps down on EndSARS promoters, freezes accounts. Federal government clamps down on EndSARS promoters, freezes accounts. Trump, Biden upbeat as U.S. voters express confidence in process. Biden claims 5 community votes. Results ready today. All right, let's quickly look at the pictures we have on the front page of The Punch. Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu and Governor of Lagos State Babajide Sanwo-Olu during Adamu's tour of the vandalized police facilities in Lagos on Tuesday. On to the next one, that is our reviewers. Let's quickly join them for more analysis. The whole world is watching what is presently going on in America. The citizens are ready, to get the right person into power. Of course, so far so good. It's been peaceful. There has been a huge focus on that, on the outcome or on the election. Now, who do you think will emerge winner? Considering the fact that some Nigerians are supporting Donald Trump, the incumbent president of the United States, and some Nigerians are in full support of Joe Biden.
Mr. Mike, if you ask me, I'll tell you that if you look at the two scenarios, American election, Nigerian election, they are two different things entirely. I quite agree that Trump has serious support base in Nigeria. No wonder Trump twisted yesterday when there was a parade support for him in Nigeria here.
He said it was an honor.
Yeah, he said it was an honor. Now, if you look at it critically, you see that the way they conduct election over there and here, they are two different things entirely. There in America, you see a civilized system. But the support they have here may not translate into electoral victory because Nigerians who are supporting here are not eligible to vote in America. But that in itself speaks to the support he has by way of Nigerians who are residing in America and who are eligible to vote. Because in a way, if you see Nigerians who are resident in Nigeria supporting here in Nigeria, it implies that most Nigerian Americans who are eligible to vote over there are actually giving him that support. But I want to commend the civility of American states. Because the electoral violence you see here, the balance snatching you see here, the militarization of the electoral process you see here, you are not seeing it there. People vote according to their conscience, without intimidation, without brutality. I think we should copy from such system. But looking at who will win, just like the last general election, Trump might lose the popularity votes, but I see him winning in the electoral college. Because whatever happens, even if he lost out in the popularity vote, he will equally be qualified to contest in that electoral college. And if you look at Trump's ideology, this is America First thing. Most people who are qualified, who are representative, who vote in the electoral college, have that same mentality, have that same ideology of America First. So they would not want to leave the management of the economy of the country in the hand of somebody else who do not share that same ideology. But again, as an individual, I think Trump's policy do not favor Africa much. To that extent, I would have even preferred a candidate that will have a robust policy that will favor Africa better. Because when it comes to international relations, you look at your interests. But Trump, going by our standards, he have helped the economy of that country well. But I think another thing that may work against him is this COVID-19. Because a situation where under his watch, 231,000 persons and even more have lost their life to COVID-19. It's not a good omen for him in this election. And again, though why American system is good is most voters are swayed by what you can do, how you have been able to manage the economy, how you have been able to manage like this pandemic, and ultimately your manifesto debates have a lot to say about who wins an election. That's why in America you see when there is a survey before the election, it always the real result of the election always follow that same pattern. But in Nigeria, it's unfortunate if you go and do a survey before election, it's unlikely that the actual voting will follow that pattern, because there are so many factors that come in during the electoral process in our climb here that negate electoral process, that may not make it follow the laid down principles. But in America, if there is a survey, and most surveys are predicted that Biden will win that election. And in the same vein, I equally agree that he is likely going to win the popularity vote. But in the electoral college, I don't see him winning.
So far, so good. The election has been peaceful. Currently, people are still voting. Now, what lessons do you think the Nigeria system of organizing or the Nigerian government should learn from this?
There are so many lessons we should learn, because if you look at our democratic system, it's a combination of British and American system, and we are not even practicing it to the letter, going by the way it is practiced in America and in Britain. So going forward, I think we should look at the civilized nature of the electoral process. We should look at deploying technology to drive the whole process of election in Nigeria.
To imbibe their own system.
Yes, because if you look at their own system, it's being driven by technology. You can vote at the comfort of your office.
Now, quickly to another story here that is causing a lot of reactions outside. And what is the other about? Federal government clamps down on NSAS promoters, freezes accounts. Now, is this what we should be doing after people must have gone out to express their feelings? We can see this kind of acts. Don't you think government is stirring up more controversy by doing this?
Mr. Abag, if you ask me, I will tell you that it's an attempt to gag the populace. It's an attempt to coerce them into silence. It's an attempt to threaten them, so that going forward, nobody will sign on to whether peaceful protest or any protest at all. But again, I think it's condemnable. By all standards, it's condemnable. Because from all we've seen, until the Lekki shooting, the protests, especially the one at Lekki Tollgate, was peaceful. And again, you're going to ask, I read about the other lady, Modupe, one Modupe, a legal practitioner, who wanted to travel out of the country for her birthday celebration, or for vacation rather. She said at the point of exit, when she wanted to go into the body scanner and luggage scanner, they told her that she cannot fly, that there's an order from Apo. By our standard, why should we be seeing this? I read about somebody in Port Harcourt, one pharmacist, who incidentally played a vital role in providing logistics and medical care for the victim of police brutality during the protest, that the person's account have been frozen. And from what we are seeing, so many persons have had their account frozen. For me, it's condemnable by our standard. And I've always seen some people online campaigning that if this is what they want to do, that they will start compiling the names of all these government personalities, their children schooling abroad. They will start compiling their names to press it on international community to repatriate them, so that they come here and face that illegality. Since they do not want people to fight for their rights here, they cannot be enjoying freedom, liberty over there. So for me, I think our government is not helping matter.
Coronavirus handling that people will say he need perform. But the way I see it, Joe Biden is a politician. Now I don't see him handling the coronavirus better than Donald Trump, because the coronavirus affected the world. Does he want to come and lock down the country again and affect people and affect businesses? What is what he wants to do now? What steps does he take next? Why is it that it is after 4 years you don't see these people, but when it now comes to election you now see their face, they need to show face because of election? I don't follow those kind of people. I follow people that they are making impacts on the economy before election, not during the election period. So that's why from the beginning, I'm not in support of Biden. I don't follow Republican. Even if I'm in the USA, I'll be a Democrat. My brother is a Democrat, but he's voting for a Republican because of performance he sees. There's a job in the economy. If you go to the country today, there's a job. Even in black communities, there's a job here. So the way I see it, I support who is working and who's their country first. Donald Trump is the president that puts his country first. He puts America first before any other thing else. He will never do anything to jeopardize the country's future or the country's security. That's the reason why I am in support of Trump. Not because of he's an angel or he's the best man in the world, but he puts his country first. And that's what makes him a leader. He's a president that can make decisions. He's a president that I see that can handle certain crises. Not somebody who will be playing politics again with the people's lives or with people's businesses. That's the reason why investors came into the country, because he can handle crisis. That's the kind of person I want, Donald Trump. Someone that puts his country first. Those are the kind of people I follow. That's one thing about me.
Now moving down to another story, the clampdown on promoters of NSAS by the federal government. Don't you think it's outrageous? Of course, this person is volunteered to give support to the demonstrators, aid to the protesters during that demonstration some weeks ago. Now clamping down on them, freezing their accounts. Don't you think it's outrageous or insane?
The thing is I don't know how to put it again, this oppression is too much. And what they want to do is they have weaponized poverty, and that's the biggest problem in Africa. They've weaponized poverty. So the point is, if you give these people voice, they will have no choice but to step down and step out of politics. But because of their greed, they have to weaponize poverty to control us. Now, yes, aid. They don't want us to have a voice. They don't want to unite us. They want to use this religion and tribalism to divide us. So now that they are now using this influencers and people that are funding this because they don't want us to unite, and that's what government don't want.
And don't forget that they are trying to censor the social media.
Yeah, they're not trying to censor, just like in China now. Like in China now, if I send you a message concerning the government in WeChat now, government will censor it and the message won't get to you. But I sent you a message through WeChat.
Even the northern governments are in support of it.
They are in support of it. To be hiding so that everything they do that is wrong, they are trying to because social media now, you don't need to travel to town to send a message.
Just do it to make comfort zone.
Yeah. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to suppress us. And with it won't work. It won't work.
All right, thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you.
quite alright. You're not in America, you're not an American citizen, and you're not voting right now. But I want to ask you, who do you give your support to?
Who do I give my support to? The answer is not far-fetched. To my candidates, to the man I had always believed that would drive America to greater heights, Joe Biden, of course. He's my candidate, the blues. Because the reason why I am against the incumbent president is because his policies towards Africa are too harsh. And then, as a leader, you shouldn't be loose. Donald Trump is too loose. And then again, do you know that Mr. Trump kicked? When Adesina wanted to become the president, African Development Bank, Donald Trump kicked against it. Now, Okonjo-Iweala wants to be the president of the World Trade Zone. Donald Trump said he is not in support of it, despite other countries are rallying around behind her. So, is that the kind of man you want me to support? I cannot give my support to him again and then again. What? The day he shot himself on the leg was the day he pulled out from WHO. He vowed never to sponsor WHO. And then America has always been the major financier of the WHO. Ever since he pulled out, you can see everything has not been working for him. My prayer is, as so far so good, Joe Biden has been leading, and I pray he should maintain and come out victorious.
He should maintain and come out victorious. That's what Dave has said. But quickly to clamp down on protesters, on promoters of NSAS protests by the federal government. Don't you think this is insane?
Mr. Mike Adekunle, it is very much insane. That is what we call violation of human rights. How can immigration seize a NSAS protesters because she was on her way, because she wanted to travel abroad? Why would a sensible government give such order? Immigration seized her passport. I listened to her yesterday. She was, I think she was so downcast yesterday because why? She also championed a protest against injustice, against bad governance in government. Why would you do that? And now, if you could watch, I know, if you could watch what's it called, that judicial panel, I know nothing meaningful will come out of that panel. Because as of yesterday, I think the company that Andrew LCC said stop working around 8 p.m. on the dot, and that was when the killing spree happened. It shows nothing good will come out of this so-called panel. Because we are in a banana republic where people go scot-free of their atrocities. Why would a man that, okay, now my question is, why didn't their camera stop working at 12 p.m? Why did it stop working at 5 p.m? Why did the camera stop working at 8 p.m? And their chairman still had the effrontery to come and tell Nigerians that that's the reason why he did not come with the what's it called, with the footage, is because the camera stopped working. Mr. Mike, it shows the government are not being sincere. Why would a country that everyone has freedom of expression, freedom for you to also protest. Protest is not against the government. It is a welcome development. But why would you go and seize the young lady passports, frozen up the account? Bros, I just pray my candidate win and I'm off to America.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I love Trump because of one thing. Trump is sincere, and if he see what is not good, he said it. He don't hide his feeling. I know a good man, not everybody will like a good man. In the world, we know that only the bad people, those are the people that people accommodate. And something, the same thing happened for Nigeria. They pursued Jonathan and bring Buhari, and now they are pursuing Trump to bring Biden. The time will come, America will regret. I want to send it as a message to them. The time will come, America will regret. If Trump loses this election, America will regret, because the Islamic terrorists will take over America. The revenge, they fight that Trump fight them. They are coming back for revenge. And that's why the people confusing everyone now. They are using it to have access to America. And Trump stand to fight for the interests of America. That's why he come to Nigeria. He sent military to Nigeria to rescue one citizen that were held. And we have fake government. We have fake people leaders in Nigeria. Oh, for them climbing down, I want to leave that issue for them. Let them fight. But America will know what they are doing. For Nigeria government to clamp down on protesters and freeze their account, that is what? That is evil and wickedness. The same protester that demand for something that government have never answered. Government have never give them answer to what they are demanding for. And now the same government is freezing their account of people sponsoring them. And the same government cannot freeze the account of the looters, legislators and representatives. The representative of the people thieving of the Nigerian money. And they are freezing the account of people that will say, let Nigeria be great. I pity for this country. I wonder where this country is going. It's better, look at what the northern leaders, all of them are saying, that the protest is about to remove Buhari. That Buhari, they want to use it to remove him. If it's good, I pity the innocent northerners that are dying. Not the governor, not the senators. Because the only innocent people are dying. Adimi is the governor that are dying. That the bandits and terrorists and the hardship is killing. It would have been better. But this was the innocent of the north are dying. And the leader will come out and sit down that they are certified for what is happening in Nigeria with bias and nepotism of Muhammadu Buhari. I pity the northerners. Let them divide this country before the thing get out of hand, because everybody is angry now, including me. I vex pass all of them when they there. I don't have too much to say, because the way they vex me, if I talk and now, no problem.
What's going on?
What's going on now is that America is deciding. American decision is taking place right away to choose the next person that will sit there at the Oval Office, White House.
White House.
Next 4 years.
Now,
for the next 4 years.
It's a battle between the
Joe
Republican
Biden and the Democrats.
Joe
Biden and
Joe
Trump.
Biden
and Trump.
versus
Donald Trump, the right man.
Why did you say he's the right?
No, Papa is the right man because Papa always takes the right decision. Papa is a peace-loving man. Papa has humor in his vein, running in his vein. He's a man of humor. He's a man of peace.
Because some persons have counted Papa to be like Oshomole in Nigeria here.
No, like you see what happened when someone talks and speaks his mind. Some people that are too gentle and quiet might not like such a person. You know, there are many people in the world today that are gentle. They think that for you to achieve it in life, it's all about gentility. Do you understand? Politeness. You want it polite way.
So it's not all about that.
It's not all about that, honestly, before God Almighty. Trump is a movie star. He plays many, script roles as a movie star. He's an author. I think he has to do a lot of talking.
We are optimistic
to find his way.
We are optimistic and we hope to get the
so
results
optimistic
today.
Yes.
Whether we like it or not, one person
must come out
winner.
A winner, yeah.
Of United States of
America. Yeah.
Quickly to another story here. The freezing of accounts of EndSARS promoters. Now, I don't think this is what the government should be doing at this point in time.
Yes, well, they are doing that because you know who Buhari is. Buhari is a cloned president, a mask, a man under the mask. It's not the first Buhari we voted in 2015. So the cabal, the people that are working with him. Thank you. They are doing everything humanly possible to retain that tyrannical system of government they hopefully went for. Do you understand? In 2015, because they found out that the man is dead, and as Buhari is dead now, El Rufai and his groups, they are trying to do everything humanly possible
to get to that seat
and to get that ideology, Fulani ideology, Islamic ideology floating in Nigeria. That's why they are doing everything humanly possible to keep it afloat.
Back to America. Yeah. We experienced a peaceful election in that country. So far so good, we've experienced peaceful election, unlike the way it's been conducted in Nigeria. Yeah. What can you say about it?
The Nigerian election can never be the same with American election. There are two different things. You understand? Two of them are different because in America, it's all about pure politics. It's all about American citizens' decision. It's not about the White House, the GOP. That is the cabals, the word we use in Nigeria. The GOPs don't decide for Americans. American election is about decision, final decision of American citizens. Because let me tell you, it's Americans themselves that determine who will be at the Oval Office. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the Americans have been following Trump right from 2016 when he won American presidential election. So they've been following him. He is a man that has American interests in mind. Donald Trump is a developer giant. All his life is into property. Developer. He's a developer. He's a businessman. Donald Trump has never been a politician. He is a blunt man like myself. He says the truth. Whatever it costs him. Donald Trump is an author. Donald Trump is a movie star. Donald Trump is not a prank star. Donald Trump is a comedian in the rightful way, in the right way. Let me tell you, today and yesterday, Americans were and are taking decision. They are deciding as I'm talking to you. But who will be there? That is the right question. It is Donald Trump that will be there. Joe Biden has been there for 7 years. Donald Trump is a businessman. He was, all those for 7 years, a businessman. He was in 2016. Now they are trying to divert his attention to politics, and he has been working around the clock to be a politician. And I'm telling you, he's getting it right. This is a man who forfeited his monthly salary, $400,000. He gave it to Americans. He's not going to his private purse. This is a man who single-handedly gave Jerusalem out to Israel. Donald Trump is a man who refused to be a member of Freemason Society, the world's most popular secret society. He denounced it for Christianity. He denounced it for the Bible.
All right,
let me tell you, Michael, let me tell you. Donald Trump was the man who introduced Bible and Christianity to Oval Office, White House. I'm telling you, Americans are taking the right decision. Donald Trump will be there for the next 4 years.
All right, thank you so much.
Donald Trump is coming to Africa to bring peace to us.
All right.
Donald Trump is going to bring sanity to Nigerian politics. I wish him good luck, and he's going to win.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands. Make sure you join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, Femi Davis. You can subscribe to our sister channel, Flip TV Plus. You can also join me on Facebook, Michael Timtayo Adekunle. MICHAEL, Michael Timtayo Adekunle. Have a good day.